In this video, we're going to explore Python static and class methods. We will learn how to use the @static method and @class method decorators. So let's dive in and understand how to implement and when to use these special types of methods in Python. Let's start by understanding regular instance methods in Python classes. Instance methods automatically take the instance itself, conventionally named self, as their first parameter. This allows them to have full access to the instance attributes and other methods associated with that instance. Consider this calculator class. The __init___ method is a constructor that initializes the value attribute of the instance. The add method takes an argument x, adds it to the value attribute of the instance, and returns the updated value. When creating an instance of the calculator class called calc with an initial value of 10, and then call the add method with the argument 5, it updates the value attribute to 15 and returns 15. Now let's explore static methods in Python. The @static method decorator is used to define static methods within a class. Static methods are functions that are bound to the class, but do not require access to the class itself or its instances. They behave like regular functions, but are defined within the class namespace. Because of this, static methods cannot access or modify instance or class state. They are primarily used as utility functions that are related to the class's purpose. Look at the mathutils class. It contains two static methods, add, which takes two arguments and returns their sum, and is _even, which takes a number and returns true if it is even. These methods can be called directly on the class, without needing to create an instance. For example, mathutils.add53 returns 8, and mathutils_even4 returns true. Let's discuss the use cases of static methods. Static methods are useful for utility functions that do not need access to the instance or class state. They are also suitable for data validation. These methods validate input data without depending on the instance state. Lastly, they can serve as factory methods, which are alternative constructors or object creators that don't need class state. Here's an example. The dateConverter class has a is_valid_date_format method that validates whether the input date string matches the expected format, and a from_string method, which is a factory method that creates a date object from a date string. Now let's understand class methods in Python. The @class method decorator is used to define class methods, which receive the class itself as the first argument, traditionally named CLS. Class methods can access and modify class state, which means class variables. However, they cannot access instance attributes directly. They can be called on either the class or an instance of the class. Look at the employee class. It has a class variable department initialized to the string general, and a class variable count, which is initialized to 0. The __init___ method increments the count class variable each time an instance of the class is created. The set_department class method allows modifying the department class variable, and the get_count method returns the current value of the count class variable. Let's explore the use cases of class methods. Class methods are commonly used as alternative constructors, providing different ways to initialize objects. They can also serve as factory methods, which return different subclass instances based on the input. Additionally, class methods are useful for manipulating class state by modifying class variables that apply to all instances. Consider this date class. The from_string class method serves as an alternative constructor, parsing a date string and creating a date object. The today class method acts as a factory method, returning a date object representing the current date. Let's compare the different types of methods we have discussed. Instance methods receive self, the instance, as the first parameter, while static methods receive no special first parameter, and class methods receive CLS, the class itself, as the first parameter. Instance methods can access instance attributes, while static methods and class methods cannot. Both instance methods and class methods can access class attributes, whereas static methods cannot. Only instance methods and class methods can modify class state. Static methods and class methods can be called without creating an instance of the class, but instance methods cannot. Instance methods are bound to the instance, static methods have no special inheritance behavior, and class methods are bound to the subclass. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.